They can find any footage of Cassandra's car.
Okay, boom. So this gonna be the Adam and Wack show, man. Adam and Wack getting into a heated discussion over New York rap. More so, who was bigger in 2008 and 2010, Max B or Pat Bruce?
See a man in a black hat walking away from where Cassandra's car was parked.
So yeah, him and Wack kind of get into a heated discussion. We're not gonna watch the whole entire thing. We're gonna fast forward it to that part.
So he comes walking across, and you see.
Go to the next clip, or the Ruler Report breaking it down, and what Wack had to say on Clubhouse with a couple of New York people about Adam.
Sits for 4 minutes and then keeps walking.
Basically saying Adam's a nobody and he doesn't know nothing about New York rap or New York hip hop. Adam saying Wack knew nothing about New York rap or New York hip hop. You was driving trucks across the country.
Demanded even that people call him Hat or Hat Man. Was he always
so yeah, man, we will get right into this, as well as Wack does say that he is lining up an interview with 4-Leaf to bash Munchie B, but the 4-Leaf interview with Blueface.
The persona was basically the main character from Clockwork Orange.
He also says, why is Munchie B even tripping on Blueface? It's not like he dissed the families.
Security video at all of the man in the hat. I did get to see it. Did you look at it?
So let's get into it, man. Appreciate everybody liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, hit the notification bell so I know y'all there. So I can go to us in the air. Follow me on Kick, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Discord. Hype the video up. Let's get into it.
Only blocks away from where Cassandra's car was found.
Get the likes up. Let's get to 4,000 subs, y'all. Sub up.
And we're in here. Yes, the new table has even emerged on the Adam and Wack show.
Last time I was at some shit like this, I was sitting right there.
In the middle?
Yep.
What was it, a cockfight?
Parole board hearing.
Oh. They got a circular desk too?
And there was one black dude, 3 blue-eyed, ice cold blue-eyed white dude, and 1 Hispanic lady.
And this was what, like 40 years ago?
Nah, this was 1999.
Okay.
Or 98, 1 or 2.
1999, I think I kissed my first girl at like a party as we were entering Y2K.
Damn, my son was already like 5 years old. So
yeah, we're old. We're old. It's official. We're old. We're old, Wack.
I had a violation, and they told me, although we have no evidence, and the courts are not picking it up, more likely you did it than didn't. And instead of giving you a year, we're going to give you 9 months flat.
Well, isn't that nice?
I was mad as a mother.
Because you only got 9 months?
Bro, they ain't had nothing on me. They said more than likely you did it than didn't.
I'm going to start telling you about times I got arrested for shoplifting in high school. As long as we're swapping war stories.
Run? You probably was a goober. You probably couldn't run. You was like a doop, 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 doop. You probably could run.
For sure, running, not my strong suit. I'm a little heavy for all that.
Back then?
You know, when I think about it, that was like the last time that I was sub 200 pounds was in high school.
Gotcha. Bro, they ain't had nothing on me. They said more than likely you did it than didn't.
I'm going to start telling you about times I got arrested for shoplifting in high school. As long as we're swapping war stories. Run?
You probably was a goober. You probably couldn't run. You was like a doop, 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 doop. You probably could run.
For sure, running, not my strong suit. I'm a little heavy for all that.
Back then?
you know, when I think about it, that was like the last time that I was sub 200 pounds was in high school.
Got you.
I thought I was fat back then. I was like 180.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Just reminiscing, talking about our younger days. Isn't that cute?
Yeah, man. I like this. It's kind of cool though, man.
Yeah.
I thought I saw something pop up on my notifications, and I thought I saw Aunt Hefe, but I didn't know what it was.
It's a desk. It's not Aunt Hefe.
No, but you guys was at the desk, but I didn't really look at it to pay attention to you. Kind of like redid the room.
I was kind of under the impression that they were going to move some of these for different podcasts because, like, why do we have, 5 segments to the table when we really only need 2?
Well, you can move the outside, but it don't matter. It's cool.
Or what if we just had 2 of these pieces and they're just facing each other?
Bro, you want to be all close on some weird shit. Nobody want to be that close to you, bro. This is the same distance we are when we had the other table.
But look how impersonal it is. You're staring off into space over there. It's like awkward for you to look right at me.
Yeah,
meanwhile, me, a real gangster, I'm staring right at you. No fear.
Yeah, I mean, you at the end of the day, since Charlie Kirk's demise, you and your people have been showing that you guys are the real thugs.
Top white boy.
Yeah, you
used to be Charlie, now it's me.
Yeah, we are civilized over here.
Yeah?
Black America.
Okay.
Yeah,
I won't question you on that, but if you say that y'all are civilized, then we're uncivilized. We're the bad boys now. Me, Charlie Kirk, we're off the leash, bro.
Shout out Charlie. I appreciate it, Charlie, in this message.
Well, you want to talk about some off the leash activity by a white boy? We got to talk about Rory of Rory and Mal. Do you know who that is?
They used to be over there with Joe Budden, right?
Yes. I wasn't 100% sure that you're going to know who it was, but basically he's the white guy.
Mm-hmm.
Mal is the black guy, just to simplify things. And Rory had some interesting tweets exposed from much earlier in his life. And this has the internet crack-a-lacking.
What are the tweets about?
We're going to have to pull these up. Let's pull these tweets up.
What are they about? Is this about the Grammys?
I do not have a mouse.
What are the tweets about?
I don't even know if this is actually on the list. If it's not on the list, then we're going to have to Google it. Oh, yeah, here it is. By the way, got to figure out how to not have this hidden behind the camera. Also, this is not useful. This is a link to people talking about this. So shout out to Remo. Rory Mal racist tweets. Wow, he got a TMZ article out of it. Rory's on a whole different level now.
It's nothing wrong with Rory being racist, bro.
Well, I don't know if he's gonna like you using that.
Yo, Rory, listen, check.
Okay, let's just check this out there. This woman, Natasha Flawless, said, "Do your black ass mother and grandmother know you don't like black women?" And Roy responded, "Nope." This is in 2013, a full 12 years ago. There's another one where Crystal said, "Y'all all love black women." And Rory quotes it and said, "Nah." And then finally in this one, someone named Yamin said, "I've never saw a good-looking black woman." And Rory is seen to seemingly be endorsing this tweet.
What did he say wrong?
All the way back in 2014. Well, never seen a good-looking black woman. I would say that if you've never seen a good-looking black woman, you may be a racist.
That's on the other two. It's just him saying nope, nah. There's nothing wrong with those.
Does your black ass mother know you don't like black women? And he
said nope, meaning, right? Meaning, no, she doesn't know it because that can mean it's false.
Okay.
You give up like y'all all look at things. First approach is negative.
It's like, does she? But okay, think about it. Does she know? Does R&B know that you hate black women? If you say no, you're saying no, she does not know. That is a statement of fact.
I said nope, as if like it's non-existent. No, she wouldn't know that because it don't exist. But you guys always want to take the negative approach. Say, oh, look, you see, he's saying it. The second one.
I am not the genesis of this offense.
The second one,
the people who are offended by this are black people.
No, they're not. No, they are the
Why did I listen to a big ass Twitter Spaces room then that was full of nothing but black people that were mad about him saying things that were offensive to black people? You're not even leaving the door open for me to explain why I actually don't give a about this because you're saying that it wasn't racist. Clearly,
why you ain't taking up?
Clearly, those tweets in context are racist.
No, they're not.
If you're not attracted to any black women, I think it's fair to call you a racist. Now, that being said, I think it's totally fine for you to feel that way.
I'm not attracted to Asian women or in all kind of women.
You're gay.
Hey, what the hell?
Asian women, I mean, bro, black women, I mean, okay, maybe, but Asian women,
listen,
really?
I've never dealt with another race.
Now you're a racist.
No, I'm not.
Yes.
No, that's my preference. That is my preference.
And that's racist.
That's not racist.
White people aren't allowed to be racist. You're allowed to be racist. Rory is not allowed to be
White
racist.
people ain't allowed to be racist. What are you talking about?
You clearly have not been paying attention since the civil rights movement. Let me get
Them
caught up.
weak-minded people.
I'm going to get you caught up.
White people black people can be racist. Human beings can be racist.
I'm going to catch you up.
Human beings can be racist.
Black people cannot be racist.
You're dumb.
Black people are born pure, and if they do hate other races, it's simply because of the systematic injustices that were done to them.
No, they hate other races because of the decision they made. Now, it may be justifiable in their book. Maybe something happened. And even if that did happen, it's that individual or those individuals. It doesn't mean, look, in slavery, bro, let's be real. Did they have slave masters?
Rory is responsible for slavery.
Did they have slave masters? Yes. Right?
Was Rory one of them? Unclear.
Who are the abolitionists?
White people, I guess. Yeah.
And what did they do?
Black people had no power at the time
to be
abolitionists.
No, what did they do? They helped what?
Free the slaves?
No, they helped black people escape. Fed them, killed them, and guess what? When they got caught, they hung their ass from a tree too. So what are you gonna say? You gonna say these white people are bad? No, look, bro. Individuals got to be held accountable for what that individual does. Just because this person do something or this group of people does something doesn't mean all of them are bad. There are black people from the gay community. That doesn't mean all black people are gay.
We don't know that.
Huh?
No.
What are you talking about?
Black people being gay. I mean, I'm willing to accept a lot of things.
There's
I don't know about that. That sounds kind of out there.
Listen, bro. I'm a human being. All lives matter. I'm American.
You should be America first.
Huh?
Nick Fuentes
No,
has
I'm a human being
political
first.
movement called America First.
No,
Do you think America should be put first over all of the other nations?
No, I think well, I'm gonna stand with America, but no, because at that point in time, it's like they can do it.
If there's a war between Mexico and America, who will you stand behind?
Americans.
Well, there you go. America first.
What you mean?
America first. We want America to come in first.
I mean, who you standing with? I mean,
America for sure.
Not in all things,
I
because
live here.
It may be some situations that we don't necessarily need to come in first, that another country or another group of people should benefit from that. We don't need to benefit on everything, right?
I think we do. We need to be looking out for ourselves.
We just need a fair shake, right, at whatever it is. We can't be number one at everything, and now it turns into a dictatorship. Listen, man, what the Asian people need, they need. What the African people need, they need. The Canadians need, they need. We don't have to be first. We need to be first in the things that we need so we can do what we got to do for us.
So you don't suggest that Rory apologize in any way? I believe he has apologized.
If he apologizes, he just admitted to guilt, then you're that. Don't apologize for something that you didn't mean in that way. These people. I give a fuck about these people in the chat.
Rory, my defense of your tweets is more of the defense that I'm only capable of having because I'm a person who's been on Twitter for nearly 2 decades, which is that I think a lot of people are misremembering how the retweet function was used in the early days of Twitter.
RT means that, right?
It just
doesn't
wasn't
RT
as much
mean?
Yeah, but in the old days you wouldn't like click retweet. You would like the apps would like put RT and then the name of the person.
So
Whatever.
they're saying that means right.
All I'm saying is that like
What's
a
wrong with
retweet was
retweet?
not considered an endorsement in the same way in the early days of Twitter. So I
No.
fully believe that he might have just been drawing attention to people
To
saying
that
this.
person.
Because you have to understand that Rory is not far off from being like a lush. He's a more sociable lush. And when I say that, I'm saying that to say Rory, I believe, has spent the vast majority of
Does
his
Rory get
adult
along
life.
with Joe Budden?
Why am I in the middle of a sentence and you're interrupting me?
If-
Rory has spent the vast majority of his life trying to appease black people.
You
Rory,
don't even know him.
Yes, I do.
Not
Rory,
personally.
yes,
No, you don't.
I did a podcast with
You
him.
grew up with him?
No,
Just because you do a pod don't mean you know him. You're weird.
you have to grow up with somebody.
To know a person. I'm getting tired of that shit, bro. I walk into a damn place.
That's very limited in
I
terms of how
walk
many
into a
people you can
place,
potentially
a
know
dude
throughout
say-
your life.
I do say, what's up, Wack? Hey, what's up, homie? Keep moving. Now he knows me. I don't fucking know you.
That's not knowing him.
Just because you did a pod with a person doesn't mean you know him. Now, if you kept building with him, y'all did some other things down the road, some other things, then I can say you know him.
Let me state the case for me knowing Rory. I have listened to probably over 100 hours of him on podcasts throughout my life, which is not that much, but it's something. I interviewed him, sat with him for a couple hours, and I've followed him on social media like Twitter for 5
So that
plus
means
years.
you watch him. You don't know him,
But I would say I know a good amount about him.
bro.
I don't think that he's the type of person, even 10, 11 years ago, that would be out here trying to intentionally, offend black women on social media.
He didn't offend them. Where?
No, for sure he did offend them. But,
Where?
retweet. You weren't
Maybe he's
privy
trying to
these
expose-
clubhouse rooms or Twitter spaces that were going on last night.
Listen,
A lot
fuck
of
them
angry
people.
black women.
That's that. A lot of our black women are angry.
Well, thank you. Thank you for saying that.
This is the truth. I just told you this shit the other night.
I've heard people say that. Myself personally, they've been a beacon of light in
But-
my life.
But they're angry for their reasons.
What are the reasons?
Some of them are angry.
Rory is the
Listen,
reason.
some of them are angry because they were taught that from their angry ass mamas and grandmamas and aunties,
Okay.
right?
You are
Some
fulfilling
angry-
the stereotype
Hold on.
of the angry black woman.
Hold on. Some are angry because they give it a all and their significant other, whoever it may be, like just didn't get it. And they felt like they wasted a lot of their time and their life and things. So they're angry about that. But a lot of our black women are, I think women that were born kind of like mid 80s to now, angry as
Hmm.
Our grandmothers and all that could have had a world against them and you'll never know it. They can know their husband had a whole nother family on the other side of town and you'll never know it.
Mm.
Women today, you come out from work, tires on flat, windows bust out.
That's happened to you?
Never. But I've
Me
seen it.
neither. Yeah, me neither.
I've seen it.
It feels anecdotal. Like it's
Well,
never
you-
even
you're
happened
never
to you
gonna-
one time.
You're never gonna have to deal with that because she just tolerates you. She really don't care what you do.
She's an Armenian.
Yeah, but she really don't. She's not really in love with
I
you.
guess not really.
She just likes
What are
you.
you talking about? Likes me.
Yeah, she likes you.
So she spent 10 years with me and had kids with me for the purpose of just kind of tolerating
Like
me.
an opportunity.
Oh, she's out the door. She got 1 foot out the door. So let's not even talk about her.
Who? I'm not worried about that. We
She'd
would.
be giving me knowing glances and shit.
I'm not worried about that.
If you keep talking crazy about black women, she's going to get summoned by her
No,
tribe. and
this
they're
is
gonna
how I
say,
know.
Lady,
Listen,
you got to get rid of
no,
him.
this is how I know black
Girl,
women
you
are
gotta get
angry.
rid of his ass.
You know how I know black women are angry?
Why?
Because I have a black woman that's not.
Because of racism and
Huh?
injustice.
Man, we
That's
don't give
why
a fuck
women
about
are
that.
angry.
Listen, don't nobody. This is 2025.
A lot of their heroes have been torn down. Trey Songz,
This is
Chris Brown,
2025. Chris Brown is on top of his game.
but many women feel conflicted about their fandom of him.
Huh?
I mean,
The hell music got to do with what we talking about?
we're talking about how black women feel about his music.
Chris Brown ain't got nothing to do with black women being angry. He makes black women feel good
Most of the time.
all the time.
Mm,
The only time they don't feel good is when one falls victim and kisses him and she gets her ass whooped on the way home.
at a meet and greet.
Ain't got nothing to do with him. He
Listen,
phone. Ain't got nothing to do with him.
Rory. I just
Keep
want to
doing
throw
what
this
you're
out
doing,
there.
bro.
By that, you mean tweeting racist things 10 years ago?
That's not racist. Okay, does he get along with Joe Budden?
No, not at all.
Oh, Rory then. I don't know.
You're like Crit Mac.
I stand with Joe.
Damn man.
I stand with Joe.
Well, we haven't actually heard Joe weigh
I
in on
stand
this
with
yet.
Joe, no Biden. I stand
This
with
is going to get ratcheted up to the next level once Joe sees it, because he's definitely going to throw some gas on the flames.
I mean,
Or not. Maybe he'll take the high road. He loves to be unexpected, you know?
so you telling me, bro,
Yeah.
you've never said nothing derogatory or disrespectful about black people amongst your friends? Keep it real, bro, in your whole life.
I guess I probably said some things that might look not the best
Like what?
in the sunlight.
Like what? What'd you say?
I don't know. Just
You don't know?
something. I don't
You
know.
that scared to say it, huh?
I just can't
Yeah.
remember.
Social media got you in check. You scared.
I don't want to get worried.
I didn't call
Rory's
Joe.
going through it. I've been through this, Rory. I've
I
done the old tweet thing. Trust me, I know.
I didn't say blue-eyed devil, cracker, redneck. You know,
There's literally nothing. No white person has ever been offended by being called a white devil.
oh no, they
Blue-eyed devil.
don't like that.
Sounds badass.
But you won't say the things you said because you
I
scary.
can't even think
You're
anything.
scared.
I'm not an N-worder.
You're scared.
I'm not
No,
an
you
N-worder.
definitely said that.
Yeah, but not like
I know
that.
you
not
have.
like that.
Ain't no not like that.
Not like that.
You said the harder you are.
So what? Les said it yesterday.
That's a fact. You said it to who?
Not the ER, the A.
No, but you listen.
I don't ER.
Anybody that sit here saying that they never said nothing disrespectful or derogatory towards another race, you're a lie. You're a liar, bro.
Don't you agree that doing something in private is different than doing it in public?
No, you did it.
No. Doing something in private and doing it in public are way different.
You kiss a man in private, you're gay. You kiss a man in public, you're gay.
Okay, I'll give you an example. I know somebody. I'm gonna change this whole example, but I know somebody who's getting divorced. Me and my wife had a conversation about it privately. What are we doing? We're just talking about how the person is farted, they're crazy. This is the stupidest thing I ever heard, etc. I wouldn't say that publicly. I'm not gonna tweet it.
Why you didn't tell him that? R&B will tell you, I will tell my people, you're weird on some dumbass shit. This is you.
Okay, assuming it was a he, I would be honest with him. I would have words with him about how I felt about his behavior.
Yeah.
But for sure, I'm going to say things in private to like one of the only people that I treat as a real confidant. I could tell her anything. For sure, I'm going to say things to her that if they were put out there in the light would maybe look a little bit different. I feel like everybody has that one person that they can be 100% real with.
Cap, you just gave it up. One of Lena's homegirls told her something. She talked to you about it.
No, exactly. You know, you got that one person in your life that if you tell me, hey, I'm going to tell you something, but you can't tell anybody. But you already know I'm telling my girl.
Bro, you know what? This just happened.
Huh?
Bullets Gotti, little fake blogger in New York.
Okay.
You met Naughty. Thought
Yeah.
he was on the phone with Naughty Nerd Ninja, the open transgender.
Oh, God.
This dude was moaning and groaning, called him up, daddy, bait and said, keep it between us. Quite naturally, Naughty's part of the Hunter side.
Dear God.
So Naughty turned in the information to the queen.
Uh-huh.
And I just exposed him the other day. Y'all go check that out, find that on YouTube. But nobody's gonna keep those type of secrets. Some murder, maybe a robbery where some money is buried. Even that you may tell, bro. Somebody gonna tell somebody something.
Yeah, but I mean, we're talking about what, like a guy being into trans women?
Oh yeah, he was making love with Naughty.
If you're sneakily into trans women, for sure that's coming out.
There it goes.
Because the trans woman just has no
It
reason to have
definitely
your back.
came out.
She already knows that she's gonna be able to use that against you. I have no idea if that's true about this guy, but
Bro, I got the recording. Boy, you don't want to hear this.
uh,
This is diabolical.
I don't want to hear some dude moaning. That sounds
Man,
super
listen,
gay.
crazy. So shout out to Maul. Well, you because you don't get along with Joe, but I don't think he's racist.
I mean, Maul's in the awkward position of like having started this whole podcast with a white man who now has some explaining to do. But I mean, he apologized, and it's like, really, at the end of the day, I mean, nothing he said it really looks that bad. In my
Brother,
opinion.
it's nobody in front of me that I know you've said or done something. It's what it is. I'm gonna deal with you how you deal with me.
But so, how do you think I would be treated if I went on Twitter and said I am not attracted to black women, any of them? But probably, like, as much as you might not care, I'm sure you could agree that that's going to get me in some hot water.
No, I'm not attracted.
No, you don't think so?
I'm not attracted to white women in that way. My mind is. I watch
But
too many.
You do realize the rules are different for white people and black
I
people.
watched
It's like
too
girls and
many
boys.
movies where white women was in there getting screwed by a white dude. Husband comes home, white dude runs, and she steps out and said, it was a Negro that did it. And they go kill all the black people in the city. I have a mental block that soon as she gets mad, she's going to say it. And because I'm black, I ain't going to have a leg to stand on. And now I'm in prison.
So you stay away from white women because of that.
Yes, it's a mental block.
Fear of future false charges.
Yeah, I don't trust them in that manner. In that manner.
See, I feel like that in and of itself is
In
a
that
problem.
Huh? Shit.
I think one of the foundational principles of America is that you are not guilty for the sins of your father. And henceforth, white women are not guilty for the sins of past white women who have falsely accused people of rape.
I got into it. Remember Captain Tazariot?
I do.
In Hebrew Israelite, ISUPK dudes, right?
Yeah.
These dudes had a young white dude about 19, 20,
Mm-hmm.
told him he must repent for the sins of his ancestors and kiss our boots. The white kid got down there and did it. Pissed me off.
Yeah.
But this will really piss me off. For real. When he went to get up, all these big black dudes, these big beards, said, no, stay down there. It's more boots. And they all start walking up on him, putting their boots out. And bro, if I'd have been on that curb, it'd have been a problem.
If I was there, I would like to think that I would step in and whoop the white dude on behalf of the white race, who I've never really done anything on behalf of before.
I'm going to tell you.
But that is the most pathetic thing I've ever heard.
Oh, bro, they got video footage of this. I told him, I said, look, bro, I don't know where y'all doing that at, but y'all better keep that shit out of California.
Yeah.
Because some of them woods in prison, I see that, and they go to hollering at some of them Hells Angels and some of these other cats, and they'll ride down on you.
Yeah.
They do it to white ladies, elderly white ladies. They couldn't do that in front of me.
You go to a BLM rally, there's plenty of white ladies that are down to kiss your boots. That's their whole thing. That's like their whole code.
That's crazy.
Black guy tells us to do something, got to do it. They ask us for money, got to give it to them.
Well, that's different.
Okay. So, hey, best of wishes to Rory in your current racism scandal. And I just know you're going to make it out of this.
Roy, keep it up. Don't stop your racism.
Don't stop it. Just keep it going. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, for real. Roy, a.k.a. Charlie Kirk.
I'm not going to call him that. Hey, can Nathan, can you do me a favor and can you scoot the TV over this way so that I can see it? Which is kind of a thing for me with the camera being right in the middle of it. Oh my God, yes. Inch that thing. Yeah, you got to get over there. Oh, yeah. There we go. Now we're talking. That's it. Now I can see everything. So, okay. Blueface is back. Yesterday,
baby.
I got to thank you for inviting us over to a video shoot that he had going on. We're able to get a nice piece of content out. It's actually out right now. Everybody go check that out if you haven't seen it yet. From your perspective, how is his return to life going?
He's probably about 200% of what I expected. He's working out for me great. My phone's ringing. Everybody I'm calling, they cooperate. They're ready to deal, contract. Reality shows, boxing matches, record deals, tours. Blueface first Los Angeles show will be in January. Probably be at the Palladium. Just kind of did that one last night. So
Palladium is how many people?
They're like 3,000, something like that.
Pretty good.
So it's definitely, what's most important to me is he stays out of trouble.
Yeah.
Stay out of trouble, bonding time with your kids, prioritize that right. And keep a smile on your face. The build is easy, but his talents, my resources, his wits, my wits, you're not gonna stop that anyway. But as long as he stays out of trouble, we're gonna be all right. Stay away from the bad people. It looks like he had a plan. He executed that when he came home. He got some pretty good people.
What do you mean by that? What's the plan?
Well, his plan was to first make that attempt to bring those that he considered family together.
Okay.
right? And he attempted that. You know, his 2 children are with Jaden. That's a given.
Mhm.
That's never been a question. But the other situation wasn't questioned. He made an attempt, not knowing really what it was, and she made her decision. She wanted to make it about him, and he was just simply trying to make it about the kids. You know, at the end of the day, either that is his or the kid's a fatherless child.
So he made an attempt at rekindling a romantic relationship with Jaden, or was it just
No,
purely
not Jaden, with Rock.
Okay, so the thing that didn't work out already.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
But Jaden, there was no chance of them getting back together on a romantic level, right?
They're just co-parenting.
Okay, that's what she said last time. I just want to make sure that was still the case. But how much time, from your perspective, did he actually spend with Krishan before that fizzled out?
I picked him up at 8:30. We went to get him at 8:30. Left with his mother. He came out at 8:30. Krishan bogarted her way to the house, probably about 10:30, 11. She hung around about a day and a half, and she removed herself. He didn't remove her. She removed herself.
Okay.
So he did what he was supposed to do, coming home as a father, as a dad and a father figure. He's a dad and to Jaden's too. We got to call it a father figure to Krishan's because we don't really know. But what he does know is it's either him or the other guy, Ronnie, rest in peace.
Right.
And he's gone. So Blueface is the type of dude, even if the test had come back not his, because he knows this dude is gone, he still would have stepped in there as a dad and tried to do what he could do. But you can't weaponize children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, them keeping nigga babies, spite, have kids out of spite. You know, it'll come back.
It's tough to imagine Blueface really taking care of a kid that he doesn't think is his long term, though. I'm gonna be honest.
No, it's not, because
especially when the kid exists because the girl that he was seeing went and another guy.
She was fucking 8, 9 guys. Like we do that. He knew that.
Yeah.
On the phone, right? But
imagine considering that your responsibility. I understand it's a kid. You want to do the right thing for the kid.
It's not about her.
Right or wrong. Yeah.
It's about, like, now, if he was alive, he'd be like, yo, go do what you got to do. We made a song with OG Bobby Billions, fatherless child.
If Lena has a scene baby with a scene partner, she's on her own. She got to deal with that.
So if the rubber busts or they didn't
There's
wear
no
one,
rubber, my friend.
Oh, shit. Oh. So you got to have a pullout game going on. Is that what it is?
Everybody in the industry pretty much pulling out. Yeah.
Okay.
But we aborting. Jason Love Jr., I'm sorry. You're out of here. But in addition to that, say somehow he wasn't aborted.
You could deal with that?
No, I'm just saying. I'm not taking care of this kid.
But even if she aborted, like, it wouldn't mentally like, damn, you really was pregnant by another man.
No, that does seem like a pretty up scenario.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit.
Yeah, I would be pretty upset about that.
Yeah, I would, as a man, it's kind of like, although you understand the profession, that still be something that's kind of like.
Yeah, it'd be unnerving.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be, especially, it's a weird state of affairs when you think about the fact that we all are on camera, no condoms. Most, I don't know, some of the girls on birth control, but like, I don't think about it. Never does it cross my mind, what if I knock her up? But I have extreme belief in my own ability to control my load.
Got you. Yeah, that's some serious shit to be talking about. So what if you got a female pregnant and she said, I'm keeping it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. And I'm a lick.
So how would you expect Lena to respond to that?
I don't know. Probably more sensitively than I would regard her having the same issue.
You think she would allow the children to meet?
I mean, I hate to break it to her, but I feel like that kid, I need that kid, actually, really. Yeah, I'm not trusting this random girl. As soon as that kid pops out, I'm taking him. I'm gonna run out of the hospital.
But if she got pregnant,
get the hell out of here. I realize as we're having this conversation that my double standard is quite extreme. Yeah.
And that's why a lot of black women are angry, because black men, they the same way. Black men cannot deal with the things that black women deal with when it comes to us. If they did half of the shit to us that we do to them.
Do you think black men cheat more than white men?
No, because you guys take advantage and you guys all the black women that you employ at minimum wage.
I feel like black women don't really even want to us as white men. It's just a
Well, they figure like if they do, it won't make a difference. Dude at home won't be able to tell.
How much you want to bet that the woke Google AI does not give me an honest answer? Oh, see, look, they just link out to a bunch of studies. I'm not reading a goddamn study, and none of the studies seem to contain the results in the title. We both went to Miami since we last.
Yeah, I was out there a
convened.
week.
You missed last week's episode.
I was out there. I tried to do a double down, but she wasn't available.
I was unavailable. Why did you end up heading in there for?
Nothing but sports. We had our second event, our second boxing event.
Oh, the boxing match.
The Biggs brothers came down out of Brooklyn. Zab Judah's father came down. Antonio Tarver was there. His fighter was there. He won. Charleston White pulled up. He came in and supported the event.
And notably, you put me on the phone with him.
Yeah.
How did you convince him to do content in the future with no jumper, which is what he said, even though we don't know if that's actually
that's a
gonna take
fact.
place? What'd you say? Well, how'd that
I
conversation?
told him, I said, bro, you should sit down with Adam. He said, I don't with him. I said, that's the reason why you should sit down with him. I said, we can't duck no conversations.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I said, he a good dude, bro. He looked at me, said, Wack. Here, I said, he a good dude. He said, all right. I said, I'm gonna FaceTime him so he can hear it come out your mouth. He said, I said I'll never with him, but you know what, Wack, every time I run into you, you give me some good game. And the build is always strong. He said, I'm gonna do it. And that's when he got.
You think we should chase that one down and go out to Miami and do it, or you think we should just wait till he comes around here?
Either one, whatever's first. I think you should get it done. If he's out there, great to get it done. I mean, we can kind of set it up that you can do it at Aiden's spot, and that'll be a good thing for you. I can call Aiden and like, yo, Adam gonna interview, and then you can do a cross thing with Aiden.
So how'd you end up on that stream that night with 6ix9ine, Aiden, and Ack?
Well, it was actually supposed to be the night before.
Okay.
Because I actually flew into Orlando, had a meeting with my business partner or investor, Akin, our Nigerian partner. Shout out to Steve Marcano. And then I drove at that meeting from 10 to 12, and we were supposed to start the stream in Miami, or not Miami, up at 6ix9ine's house at 5. So we drove straight there, but Ack missed his flight or was delayed. So we had to move it to the next day. So we had already planned it. Everybody to be there. Everybody but Charleston. Charleston, we wasn't in the conversation. But while we were there, they like, Wack, Charleston in town. You know what I mean? I said, tell him pull up. And they looked at me. You got to understand, bro, anything that we're doing on camera, it ain't gangster to me. It's on camera.
Okay.
Right? So, and I understand.
In reference to what?
Anything.
Who's doing any gangster shit out there?
No, what I'm saying, I think a lot of people, like, they feed in it. They really, I think these people don't know what real beef is.
Okay. But who are you supposed to have beef with?
Charleston.
But that's been over. You guys did a whole podcast.
Yeah, but he started talking crazy after that.
Oh, okay.
But
right,
Charleston's going to play. Charleston's going to get up and check the algorithm.
Uh-huh.
Whatever ringing in the algorithm, he going at it. That's him.
Uh-huh.
You get what I'm saying? So
you kind of need to accept that about certain people. Acts like that too.
A lot of people do that.
You just kind of know that, like, if there's something in the news, acts like your personal relationship is probably it might do something to lessen how hard he goes, but ultimately he clearly puts his content above relationships.
So I went down there. We had that meeting. We did that stream. Nothing but sports. We had our event, which was a successful night. Dude with the WEC lost his belt. Then I was also able to go down there and ink a deal for the Fresh Out of Love TV show with Blueface, Dr. Unk with 607 Unk. And
Dr. Unk is a show with 607 Unk.
Yeah, and then I inked a deal for academics for his reality show. So
and these are all going to appear on what network?
Nothing But Content.
Okay.
Which will come out on Truth
NBC?
TV. Truth TV. That's the platform to be placed.
I'm just saying NBC already exists. Nothing but content. I mean,
don't matter. We're Nothing But Content. So we got Nothing But Sports where our boxing happens, and Nothing But Content where everything else is going to be coming out.
What's Dr. Unk going to do? It's going to be like Dr. Oz?
Well, Dr. Unk will be actually introduced in Blueface's reality show when we start shooting next month, December. So, y'all got to stay tuned. I'm going to take 607 and cross him over into something else outside of his 607 character.
And what's he going to do? He's going to be a doctor?
He's going to be a therapist, psychiatrist.
Okay.
And I got contracts with some of the places where some people who have some mental issues, he's going to be sitting down with them.
Okay.
Along with a few other celebrities.
And is this like a comedy thing?
Reality show. I mean, comedy / real /
I mean, he's not really licensed to be a therapist.
I'm a therapist at times, aren't you?
Not legally.
Oh, okay. Well, you got to have a license to be a therapist to somebody?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I mean, you could use the word therapist in a different way, but generally, Vice had a show called like The Therapist, and the guy was a therapist.
Yeah, that's cool. Shout out to Vice, but our show is going to be what it's going to be. So I inked those deals, got those budgets. What else did we like? Oh, my guy, High, Chop House in Wynwood. Is it Wynwood? Wynwood, Chop House, crazy grand opening. My business partner, High, my Jewish partner. 2 stories. It was great. He rolled out the red carpet for us. We went and did that. And headliner Mike and Liv, we went out there and got some things done with him. So, and then, the club out there, we just cleared all our permits. So now we can start building the club in Hollywood, Florida.
Wow. Look at you.
Yeah, man. Listen, I tell people all the time, life is what you make it to be. You got your ups, you got your downs. So it's like, you got to hustle, though. You got to get up and go get it.
Why do you think Florida is the place for you to be doing all these things?
Our boxing license hangs in Florida. The club is in Florida. A lot of the, 6ix9ine over there. That's my business partner. Act loves to come down. Like, I got to shoot acts.
What is 6ix9ine your business partner on?
Huh?
What are you doing with him?
I'm setting up the fight with him and Aiden.
Oh, okay. So you think he's going to fight Blueface?
No.
He's going to fight someone
I'm set up to fight with him and Aiden Ross.
Aiden Ross is going to box?
6ix9ine.
Really?
Yeah, the budget's almost clear.
And this is going to be on?
It was on the stream. It happened.
They talked about it on there?
On the stream, yeah. We started putting together on the stream. I made the call.
How long was that stream?
It was about 75,000 people in there. The stream's probably about 3 hours, 4 hours.
Okay.
3, 4
Aiden
hours.
Ross is going to fight?
Yeah, he the one who told me to put it together.
I thought Blueface and 6ix9ine was the fight.
No, Blueface and Swaggy P, Nick Young, and I just inked that deal yesterday. They're fighting. And, our hopes are to get in front of Jake Paul.
Okay.
Blueface fighting 6ix9ine is like Jake Paul fighting Javante Davis. It just don't make sense.
Why?
Blueface has
Why
hands.
does it not make sense, though?
Blueface could box. He's 6'3".
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 6'9" is about 5'8".
No fighting history that we really know about.
Yeah, like what are we doing? That don't even make sense. But it's a big bag in it for 6ix9ine and Aiden.
Oh,
So,
yeah, that's a good one.
And shout out to my business partner, the same dude who wants to give you the bag.
So you want me to fight on the same card, or I would have a separate card?
Whatever you want to do. They want to give you a bag too. I told you that. It's still on the table. It's crazy because Remo calls me a week ago. Yeah, man, I was talking to Adam about, I think he should this. I said, what? I didn't tell Adam for a month I had a bag for him. He didn't tell you? No, Wack, he ain't mentioned nothing to me. He told me, give it a go.
I mean, you say it, but you kind of say it like in passing. Like,
no, what do you mean?
if you actually were to like email me a contract or some shit and be like, hey,
bro, I can have that done by tomorrow. You have
do it.
You have to understand the people I do business with, they're the owners. They ain't gotta. I called Remo, it was about what, 11 at night? Said, Remo, watch this. Called him. Hey, bro, the Adam 22 fight who we was setting up with. Wack, I'm waiting on you. You got, because, he was under.
Yeah.
I got him up there.
Okay.
Right? And he said, Wack, I'm waiting on you. We've never denied you. So I can have that contract. If I text him right now, that contract could start getting done tomorrow. By next week, you be inked with a deposit.
Why does everybody else get to fight and I got to fight somebody who's all swollen shit?
I think you can win, personally.
I want to fight Aiden Ross.
As a
No
brother,
offense,
too big.
Aiden, I love you, but
You're too big for Aiden.
that's what I'm saying.
You're too big for Aiden.
It's like really my ideal kind of fight is one that I could like easily win.
You're too big for him.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't put you in there with Blueface.
Hell no.
I wouldn't do that. Listen, look,
Especially not the big, strong new Blueface.
dude
The
got
skinny
hands.
Blueface before, I don't know.
Nephew got hands. I'm telling you, he athletic,
Yeah.
right? And he's a thinker,
Okay.
right? I wouldn't do that. I'd be like, no, we're not doing that. Like, nigga, you who you are to me.
Hmm.
That's my partner. We're not. You guys would have to tell me, Wack, we want to do this. I would be totally against. But that, bro, let me put you with my trainers, with Blues trainers. Got a rushing team over there. I guarantee you'll be right.
Where are they training at?
Studio City.
Oh shit.
Right on Ventura. Yeah.
On Ventura?
Yeah, on Ventura, but they got a gym, everything. They're gonna do the meal prepping, physical, with training, everything. That's how I got Blueface right.
The boxing gym also does the meal prep.
They're gonna establish everything for you.
Wow.
A to Z.
Look at that.
Dude named David. David like 23, 24 and 1 or 2. Him and his dad trained him.
Lock me in. I'm ready to fight.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
All right.
We got to talk about the money for sure, but I mean,
Got you. I'm gonna send that text. But
I need something to spice my life up, you know?
I really believe, brother, I'm gonna be real. I promise you, I really believe you're gonna win. I swear to God.
That's probably what I would tell somebody if I didn't believe that they were going to win also.
No, I think you can win, bro. For one, you're a thinker.
I feel like that's not as helpful as you're making it sound.
Listen, what
like you need to actually know how to fight. You can't just think about it.
What they're gonna do, right? They're gonna sharpen up your skills. They're gonna get you right. They're gonna get you stronger. They're gonna analyze your opponent. They're gonna teach you how to beat him. You see what I'm saying? And I think one or two good ones, and that frustration kicks in with your dumbass laugh that you will do in the middle of a goddamn round, and knowing how to avoid, stay away. You tall, bro.
I am tall.
You got height. I don't. You know what I mean? So, it's a lot.
And you're just 100% not interested. Come on, you fighting somebody? Come on. There's got to be somebody good out there for you.
I'm gonna be real. It was a whole
Tyson.
lot. Listen, it was a whole lot of money on the table, right? And all my business partners, people that ain't gangster. I did this. I honestly failed to find any mitigation.
Cam and shit like that.
No.
He had the streets on fire. I lived like,
well, no, I don't. If somebody told me Adam's a snitch, I'm gonna be like, he's not. He's a civilian.
Right.
I'm
out of the question.
I don't care what you put in front of me. So a lot of these people are trying to pin these things on people that they don't come from that lifestyle. Now that's just me. I don't see it that way.
I'm dying to snitch.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, with teachers on, ain't nobody gonna do nothing. It's just content. You get what I'm saying? But you're not gonna tell me that I can't read.
I mean, it's weird to say like, oh, Wack is just going at New York. It's like
everybody.
Why would New York want to protect a rat if that is the case? I'm not saying that it is necessarily. I'm not the person who should be making the judgment of that. But why would you want a whole state / the biggest city in America, the most populated city in America, I guess, to protect somebody who broke the foremost street code at a moment in time where it feels like the streets are less important than they've ever been in hip hop?
And my thing is this: I don't even care about the individual. My message be to the kids and youth, because a lot of them listen to these people lyrics and they follow them. They like, yo, he's this, he that. I want to be just like him. No, he's a rat. He's lying to you. Everything he's telling you to do, he didn't stand up to. Go the other way. Go to the military. Go to school, trade school. Go do something different. It ain't even about them. I care less about them.
You ever listen to Max B?
I don't know nothing about him. I ain't never heard his music. He's 47 years old. Times have changed. I do know he wasn't shit. He wasn't mainstream before he left. So
He had some big songs though.
He was bullshit. Big How.
Ballin'. I know it's a Jim Jones song, but he was like the person writing all this shit.
Is he got credit? Is his credits?
I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I mean, he never made it to like a super crazy mainstream level.
Well, listen,
but
if he ain't got writers' credits on it, I'm not gonna give him credit.
I can testify as a person who was in New York at that time that he was by far the hottest thing coming out of New York post, 50 and Cam and shit like that.
No.
He had the streets
Cap
on fire. I lived there. You were already in the old folks home by that
He
point.
wasn't. No, first of all, out of here. Me and K Slay, that dude left in 09. Me and
If
K-Slay
K-Slay was here, he would testify to this as well.
No, he wouldn't, because you got Papoose, you got Troy Aves.
Papoose was so far before this.
Are you dumb or something?
Papoose got signed in the early 2000s. Right now, we're talking about like 2000. Yes, no, he did. He got signed in like 2004.
Nigga, I was doing motherfucking mixtape songs with Papoose and Stacey Adams in
You better eat
Miami
your words.
in 07.
What year did Papoose get signed?
In 07, 08, we doing mixtape songs.
Okay, so
What are you talking about?
Papoose was lit when I first went to New York in 2004, but he didn't formally sign a deal to 2006. We're talking about later on. We're talking about
No, he didn't. The nigga went to jail in 09. How much later?
You talking about Max B?
Yeah.
Okay, but Max B.
Fuck out of here. You can't eliminate Pat from that.
What?
Nigga, that nigga won every Justo award that came out.
Yeah, but that was way before this.
What do you
Papoose
mean?
signed his deal after his,
Hey, bro,
his
you can't
original
tell me
hype
nothing
had
about
already been a
Papoose.
few years old.
I'm not like you. These are people I know. I've been in their homes. Motherfucker, we worked in studios. I brought them out here. They come out here to my parties. You can't, me and Slay's like this. He was signed a street sweeper. What the fuck are you talking about? Slay A&R by Sexy Cannot Project.
I know you've like hung out with these people,
There
but
ain't no
I was
hang out.
actually a fan of these
There's
artists
no
in
hang out.
real
Listen,
time.
Listen,
You're just like, oh yeah, some shit I
Sexy
heard
Cannot
about.
didn't drop till 07.
What?
07, 08. 07, 08. Pap was on fire back then.
See, look, 2004 is when Alphabetical Slaughter was released by Papoose.
Yeah, but that's
his
he
first,
didn't
like,
get it. He
real-
didn't have his deal yet.
And no, and he signed his deal a couple years later. But by that point, I'm gonna be honest with you, the
Huh?
hype had worn off.
Are you stupid? The nigga was in a full-fledged war with Uncle Murder.
Yeah, but
06,
he
07,
didn't
08.
really exactly have the streets on fire as a result of beefing
Are
with
you
Uncle
dumb?
Murder. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's okay.
You dumb
You
as
weren't
fuck.
around.
Who
I'm
wasn't
just
around?
letting you know, as a
Nigga,
person
you
who
the-
was in New
You
York.
a
at the
goofy
time.
ass white boy who
You
wasn't
were
around.
all the way on the other side of the country driving trucks and fucking Ray J.
Nigga, you better Google Bridging the Gap. Google Bridging the Gap DJ K Slay. Let me show you. Nigga, I'm gonna show you Prince when he was 100 pounds lighter. Google that. Huh? Yeah, tap any of them motherfuckers right there.
It's just like a random podcast episode from
No,
2019.
no. Bridging the Gap. K Slay. Hit it.
2011.
Who is that? That's Prince right there. That's 11. Now, nigga, we already been moving about 7 years together already.
Okay.
Right? You can't tell me when shit was going on, bro.
I'm telling you that the time when Papoose was the biggest rapper in New York and the time where Max B was the biggest rapper in New York were very different time periods.
What I'm telling you
Papoose's
is,
wave came before Max B's, and there's nobody in the world that would disagree with this.
bro, Papoose 6, 7, 8, 9, all them years.
No,
What year Remy Ma went to jail?
absolutely.
Google what year Remy
You
Ma went to
acting
jail.
like Papoose was still hot as a rapper in
What?
2009 is proof that you don't know what the
Hold
fuck you're
on,
talking
bro.
about.
What year did Remy Ma go to jail?
We
What
can
year?
just ask the AI, what year did Remy Ma go to jail? But you got to understand that
What
yet
year?
2008,
That's my point.
right?
Nigga, he was what you mean? That's when that merger was going on.
Papooses popular time period as a
Are you
rapper?
telling when he got with Remy Ma, that didn't add to his shit?
Not really, no.
You're dumb as
That was
Move on.
him doing reality TV.
No, that came
The
later.
reality TV party
And
of
you're
life, it
stupid.
comes after the hot rapper
You're
party.
dumb.
Alphabetical
You
Slaughter
are
came out in
dummy.
2004.
Reality TV came
Max
after
B
Remy
was
Ma
used
got out
in
of jail.
2008.
Reality TV came after Remy Ma got out of jail. You stupid as f- nigga, he got with her. That's before she went to jail.
Okay.
You don't even make sense, nigga. Move on. God, you can't tell me about my brother, nigga.
Listen,
I helped him make decisions.
You're a fan.
Straight
you
Stunt
feel very
Magazine
passionate
came out
about
in
it.
05, right?
You feel very passionate
Straight Stunt
about
Magazine
it,
came out in
but
05.
you wasn't there.
Huh?
You was not around. You were all the way in Pacoima driving trucks. I was in New York
YG.
buying the mixtapes as they came out.
Ask YG, ask Kendrick, ask G Malone, ask all them niggas.
So you're
I
trying
was
to
the one
argue
sending them
that
to New
Papoose
York.
was bigger than Max B in 2008.
I'm telling you, Papoose.
Wait. I just want you to go on record.
Papoose
Say it.
was, you doing the
Papoose
white
was
people
bigger than
shit.
Max B in 2008.
This 2025,
Say it.
nigga.
Say
Not
it.
1825. You stupid ass white
I want
boy.
you to say it.
I'm telling you, Papoose was lit on fire with a major buzz in the city of New York, nigga, from fucking 6, 7, and 8. This nigga went to jail in 09.
So just for the record,
Out of here.
so Papoose was bigger than Max B in 2008.
They was both underground.
No.
Max B ain't never
Max
went.
B
man.
was gigantic in 2008. You don't know because you were on the other
Show
side
me
of the country.
on rotation.
Okay.
Dummy, it's a 6-hour flight. You were scared to come this way. Wack was going that way. What are you talking about?
I hadn't been over at that
What
point.
are you talking about, nigga? I was all through New York.
Yeah, I mean, look, yeah, a bunch of records.
Nigga,
I gotta have it.
nothing-
Sexy Love. Why you?
nothing
There's
went,
complex articles about all the
nothing
biggest
went
Max B songs.
mainstream.
No.
Nothing.
Okay.
He charted something.
We're gonna go. We're gonna look.
I'll
for
give him his
biggest song.
underground shit. But nigga, you ain't gonna sit here like Pap wasn't moving and his buzz wasn't crazy in his
No, Pap had already fell off by then. And I
Yeah,
say that as
you
somebody
dumb
who's
as-
got. I love Pap, but musically,
bro.
his-
You just
his
saw
run was
Remy
over
Ma
by
went
that
to
point.
jail in 08.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Pap was buzzing. Nigga, the day she
No,
went to jail, that nigga
you're
was in
very
Africa.
confused.
The day she went to jail, he landed in Africa.
You are deeply confused.
This a fact.
You're deeply
This is
confused.
a fact.
You weren't there.
You were nobody. You was a BMX
I was in New
nigga.
York buying the mixtape
Exactly,
as they came
buying-
out.
Nigga, we
you
was in the
telling me
studio.
about this is like
We
me
was
trying
in
to
the
tell you
studio
about the
cooking.
history of LA rap.
You from New Hampshire, white boy.
And I was living in New York for
What you
8
talking
years
about,
at
nigga?
this point.
You couldn't even check in the dump. You was broke up.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm gonna tell you like
What
I
does
tell
that have
Act.
to do with anything?
Let me
You
tell you,
hard.
you niggas wasn't around in
You
this
weren't.
game.
You were on the other side of the
No,
country.
dummy, I was there. I could call Top Dog right now at TDE and he gonna tell you, whack ass damn near stayed in New York. You're dumb as stupid as a motherfucker. You can't
you
fuck
sound
with me.
so.
The only motherfucker that got any leverage with that with me is Vlad. The rest of you niggas wasn't around, didn't have a voice. You was sidelined at home, waiting for
Look
an
at what
article
the
to
AI
come out.
says. In 2008, Max B was arguably the hotter rapper with significant street buzz, ghostwriting credits on major tracks, while Papoose was primarily an underground mixtape artist struggling with major label release issues. This is what anybody who was actually a fan of this music at that time could tell you, but you have no idea because you were on the West Coast and you have no clue.
What was the major label release issues?
He was signed to a label that wouldn't let him put an album out.
No, he was signed
Yes.
Street Sweeper.
Yes. No. This was after
He was
that.
signed to Street. It ain't
Retard.
after that. Stupid. You're dumb as Slay had the motherfucking deal with Sony.
Literally,
You're dumb as
every person out there who was paying attention to this music during this time period knows that you're wrong. And seeing you be
bro.
so loudly
Listen.
wrong is proof that you're wrong about a lot of
What
other
I'm
things
telling you
too.
is this, bro. You were a fucking nobody.
No, I know.
You wasn't
I
in
know
the mix.
everything about this
You
time
wasn't
period
in the
hip-hop.
mix.
Yes, I was.
No, you wasn't.
You weren't listening
Adam
to this
22
music.
was a
You
nobody
weren't on the
in the
internet
early
talking
2000s,
about
bro.
this music every single day.
You could go
Guess
find me
who was?
Put
I
in Rock
was.
100 Shade 45.
You're just
I was on
guessing.
the radio back then.
No, you were hanging on the radio
Ain't
station.
no hanging.
You're getting every detail of Papoose's career wrong because you have no clue
Boy,
what
you
you're
said he
talking
was on
about.
Love and Hip Hop in 08, you stupid ass
I was
nigga.
speaking
Remy Ma did 6-7 years.
metaphorically.
Remy Ma did 6-7 years before that happened. You dumb as But for you to say Pat didn't have no presence in them streets of New York with his music back then, you're an idiot.
Look at this. Papoose had previously signed a substantial deal with Jive Records in 2006, but by September
no, he didn't.
2007, he and his manager, DJ K. Slay, had left the label due to creative differences in A&R hell, meaning he did not have major label support for a commercial album in 2008. He had no charting singles or albums that year.
Max
While
B
both-
ain't had nothing charting. We're talking about the streets.
You sound like this might
We're
be
talking
the
about the
dumbest you've
streets.
ever sounded.
No,
on this
you're
podcast.
dumb. Well, you admit that you were nobody back then, but a dumbass white kid
I was a
running around. You was nobody.
I was a
Nigga,
rap
you was
music
nobody.
fan. What-
You was nobody.
You are
bunch of you
retroactively
niggas ain't
pretending
nobody.
to care
That's one
about
of your
this
problems
era
with me is that you can't have that conversation.
You are
I
retroactively
can call
pretending
Top
to
Dog
know
right
anything
now.
about this era
You
of
know who
music.
took Top Dog and Kendrick all around through
You
New
read
York?
about it. I
Papoose.
lived it.
You ain't lived shit.
You read about it.
Nobody
I lived
You
it.
was back
I
then.
was paying attention to this as it was happening. You're guessing
No,
retrospectively.
you're reading. I'm living it.
No, I was
dummy.
reading it. I was living
You
it
was
while it was
nowhere
happening.
around.
I was listening to the music.
Nigga, you couldn't even check
You
it
have
to
never
W.
listened to Max
You
B or
couldn't check it
Papoose.
to the W. You was broke.
You have never
I
heard
lived at
Papoose's
that
music.
motherfucker.
Name 5 Papoose songs.
I lived at
Name
that
5 songs.
motherfucker.
Name 5 songs.
I lived that.
Name 5.
I don't have to.
Do it.
What I'm telling you
5
is,
songs.
you can't tell me who was hot and who wasn't.
Name 5 Papoose
So I
songs.
never heard of Max B. I didn't know who Max B was.
And that says everything.
No, it don't. I just didn't. That ain't what I was on.
You're just getting the timeline wrong.
I'm
Papoose's career
I'm
as
not.
a musician
I'm
was
not.
already largely over by 2008, whereas Max B was, as the AI just confirmed, was at the
Bro.
peak of his career in
What I'm
2008.
telling you is, maybe they're going at the same time, but you're not going to
They
tell
weren't,
me
though.
Papoose was in the dirt 06, 07, 08. You're not going to
He'll tell
that.
you.
No, he won't.
He didn't even
He
get to
would-
put an album out
he
because he
would
was
not-
stuck. We just read it. He was stuck in A&R hell. You know what
Bro,
that means?
I helped him
That means
get out
the
the
label
fucking
wasn't
deal.
letting him put it.
I helped him get out the deal, dummy. He got another check when they released him. Idiot for pay or play.
You realize
dummy.
you're just calling me an idiot because you know that you look like an idiot right now.
Bro, I know you wasn't around. Nigga, didn't nobody know the Adam
I
22
was paying attention to it in real time, and you,
Hey, bro,
in fact,
listen.
weren't.
Hey, listen.
Look, Papoose released his first album in March of 2013. You want to know why? Because the label wouldn't let him put an album out.
Listen to me.
Do you think if he was really popping that they would have let him put an album out in
He had songs on the
2008?
radio. I remember Hater Blockers was up. He had songs on the radio. He did a song with Snoop Dogg, which caused a riff and shit because it was another single that's supposed to be in work.
Wack, you got to give up.
No, bro,
You
you
lose.
wasn't around.
You lose.
You wasn't around. Hey, you didn't.
The
matter.
AI and someone
Hey,
who
look,
was
Adam, this
listening
is
to
real
the music
shit.
as it happened are confirming
you got
that
a
you're
great
getting the
platform.
timeline wrong.
You got a great platform now. You
and you don't know what the
meant
f- you're
thing
talking about.
back then, nigga.
Right.
Nigga would have.
The fact that I didn't have anything
Nigga would
going on.
have you up. Joe
Wow.
Budden was around. We
Uh-huh.
would have you up back then.
You sound like such a.
Real shit.
Listen,
We would have you up.
you're a
You ain't
fan.
nobody.
I was a fan.
Nigga, when it
I
comes to
was a
this
fan.
shit, that's
You're
all
a
you
rap
is.
fan, but you were
can't
not paying
stand with
attention at
me.
that time. You have no idea. Time. You're
Watch
just
this.
guessing.
Watch this. Watch this.
You're just trying to act like
Watch
you know
this.
what was going on at that
Watch
time
this.
period,
Watch
dude.
this. I'm about to clown your dumb ass.
Do it.
Clown, you dumb as
There is literally nothing
You're
that could
dumb
make
as
you
fuck.
sound less right
dumb
now.
as you sound dumb as
I am
Hold on.
infinitely more knowledgeable
Hold
than you on
shut
this
your
topic.
stupid ass up. Nigga, what's that your dumb? This when he was getting on. Tom,
Yeah.
you live. I'm talking to academic. I mean, fucking Adam 22, right? This dummy is trying to tell me Wack in the Papoose days wasn't in New York.
I didn't say that.
You said what?
I said you weren't.
hold
You
on.
weren't a fan of the music, and
Shut
you're
your
getting the
dumb ass
timeline
up.
wrong.
This is Top Dog from TDE. Now he gonna tell you some real shit
Mm.
because he met Pap through
my
me.
Nigga, my nigga gave me the key to New York. Plugged me right in with everybody, and when he went home and went to bed.
I hit you back. Nigga, you don't know the fuck I am. That's your problem. You don't know the fuck I
I
am.
love how he said something that was completely unrelated to our entire conversation.
Bro,
You just
for
had
the
him on
nigga
the
that tells
phone. You
I
realize
gave
if
him
you
the key
actually
to New York.
explained the context of
No,
what we just
listen.
had a conversation
But
about,
Top
that
Dog,
you would
listen.
agree with me.
This is Top Dog from TD to tell you Wack gave me the key to New York when I landed.
Why did
And-
you have the key to New York?
Bro, nigga, I was connected to everything. Funk, Massive
Then
Flex,
why don't you know anything about what was going on in the streets
You
in
dummy,
2008?
bro. You know how many,
Why are you getting all
you
the
know-
details
you know-
wrong if
you
you were
know how
actually
many-
around
You know
like
how
that?
many of my birthday parties, Papoose, respectfully, him and his man Moose came out and celebrated with me. I had an artist named Stacey Adams.
You don't know that part?
What?
If you call Papoose, he'll tell you I'm right.
No, he wouldn't.
Yes, he would.
No, he wouldn't.
Do it.
Pap don't answer a lot, but he's not gonna tell you you're right.
Well, if he doesn't answer, he's going to tell you I'm right.
Papoose.
Will you admit that you are?
Bro, you can't tell me because you was a nobody ass white boy, nigga.
No, but you can call
you,
Papoose.
you can't stand.
Papoose will tell you.
You can't stand with me, nigga, with this type of
Papoose
shit.
will tell you. Ask
Motherfucker.
Papoose who was the bigger rapper in 2008.
Non-existent, nigga. You know, it's a whole lot
It
of
doesn't
shit you don't
change.
even know.
You're just bringing up a bunch of unrelated
the
shit
truth.
because you know I'm right. Papoose will tell you I'm right.
Man, shut your dumb ass
Wait,
up.
I want you to read the comment sections on this video.
Fuck out of here. You sound dumb as f-
Hey, shout out to New York because they are all finding out in real time
Ain't
that you don't know
nobody,
what the
ain't,
f- you're
bro,
talking
ain't
about.
nobody from New York gonna tell you Pat was dead 06, 07, 08.
No, who was bigger
How
is the
dumb.
question. In 2008,
Both underground, my nigga, as far as I'm concerned.
they weren't though. Max B was huge.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Then what happened? Jim Jones was
And he
here.
got locked up. And exactly.
Jim
Jim
was
Jones
here.
and Max B owned New York in that period.
Jim Jones.
And they were
was huge.
inseparable. Who do you think was writing all those Jim
I
Jones
don't
songs?
know.
Max B.
Did Jim ever cop to that?
Everyone knows it. Literally everyone. The fact that you don't know that right now
Jim
is
never
why
copped
you
to that.
don't have any right to talk about
Jim never
this.
copped to it.
Yes, everyone knows
Jim
that.
was in the studio.
Everyone
What
knows
you in the studio? You know what the
this
studio
is why
look like?
you have no right to have this
Dipwit,
conversation.
dumbass. You don't, nigga. You wasn't around.
you're just
you wasn't a
guessing.
factor.
You
White
don't
boys
know
like
that
you-
Max B was writing Jim
white
Jones
boys
songs.
like- bro, I ain't never heard Jim cop to it. So until Jim cop to that, I'm not gonna say it.
He's probably admitted it a million times.
I don't know. I've never heard him cop to it.
Well, that's because you're not really a fan of this.
I've
this
never
era
heard
of
Jim
music.
cop to that. God, here, nigga. Niggas like you couldn't even survive back then. Niggas would have ate your ass up.
That's not being
Beat the
discussed.
fuck out of you, threw you in the trunk or something.
That's not being
The
discussed.
mouth you got now, you couldn't have did none of that.
That's not even being
This is a
discussed.
fact.
It's
What
not.
it say?
It's
I
not
saw
even,
no Jim Jones. Nah, take your punk ass back.
What?
It said whatever page you, whatever you just
so
asked.
you want to go on record with this?
It said no Jim Jones.
So you don't think?
You just switched them.
So wait, I just want you to go on the record. You don't believe Max B ever wrote for Jim Jones?
I've never heard Jim Jones
Because
say
you've
that.
never listened to Jim Jones from that era. Because if you did, then you wouldn't be able to argue
Jim
this.
Jones, that you stupid as nigga. Ain't a
You don't
nigga-
even need someone to tell
it
you.
ain't
You
a
just
nigga
have
in
to
the streets
listen
that
to.
wasn't listening to Jim Jones. What I'm telling you is, I know that them niggas is beefing. I hear niggas say shit about me that's totally false, just as you do.
They've been beefing for 20 years.
Okay, just as you do, right? And from my understanding, he's saying that Jim didn't give him his credit, right?
Can I,
I
just
don't
thank
know.
you?
I don't know.
Can I just thank you?
I don't know if Jim.
It's very rare that in podcasting that someone hands you a W in quite the way that
bro,
you just handed me
ain't
one.
nobody finna agree that Papoose.
So what are
was
you gonna
dead.
say when everybody agrees?
Nigga, we didn't drop. We dropped since.
What are you gonna say when everybody agrees?
07
What are you gonna
or
say?
some shit like that.
What are you gonna
The
say?
nigga was on fire.
What are you gonna say? The AI already said that I was right.
Fuck about wasn't no AI back then.
No, the
Dummy.
AI I just
Give
asked.
a fuck about what you and your AI. That shit in the nigga. I'm talking about what I really was living, what I really saw. Like nigga, we was like, hey bro, look.
I apologize
this
for what
new
they're
shit-
about to do to you in the
Hey, look,
comments
this new shit.
because you have no
this shit
fucking
is
clue what
new
you're
to
talking
you.
about. No,
Niggas like me been living
This
this
is
a
new to
long
you.
time.
New York hip hop is new to you.
You're dumb as
Oh, a goddamn thing about New
Dumb
York
as-
rap. No.
nigga. I can call niggas for everybody from Eric B, nigga, up to Funk Master Flex and everything in between. Nigga, you don't know shit.
So for the
about
record,
nothing.
Papoose was hotter than Max B in 2008. This is his argument.
No, what I'm telling you is Papoose was not dead in fucking 08.
And why didn't his album come out till 2013?
That don't mean you're dead, nigga.
You don't think the label
The
would have put
homie,
his album out if he had a hot
what's-
song?
what-
or
what's the homie?
if the
from,
label felt like they could make money
wait.
off it, why wouldn't they have put the album out?
what's the homie from At This Part? I forget his name.
RJ.
RJ, right?
Which I look, there's another example of me knowing more than you
Bro,
about,
hold on.
about hip hop.
What do you mean about hip hop? I'm talking about a homie. Nigga, you just
I
a
know
white
more about
boy.
blood rappers than you.
Listen, they only f- with you because you got a platform. They don't f- with you because you know real mother.
Talking about if they f- with me.
They
We're
only-
talking
they
about
don't
knowledge.
With you because you know real mother.
So to
can't-
you, RJ is like some guy from
No.
some neighborhood,
No, not at all.
but
right?
you didn't even know his name.
What I'm saying is, RJ's another guy where somebody could say, well, he didn't drop an album, he didn't do this, and he didn't drop an album till then. But RJ has always remained to be hot in our streets. Always. Right? Has he crossed over and going mainstream? No. Right? He didn't have some shit happen in his earlier years, whatever. But can't nobody ever say that RJ was dead in the water. He's always remained to be hot and has some type of presence going on. Back then, Pap ass was on fire. And I showed you, Remy didn't go to jail till 08. Right? Remy went
Papoose was huge in 2003, 2004. By 2008, the steam had worn off. As you know, a lot could change over a few years like that. And Max B was absolutely much bigger at that time.
well, he didn't make it out here.
Well, at least you seem to be
You know,
acknowledging
and
the
just so you know, I was bi-coastal. I'm not these little dudes y'all got it. You got, 99% of these people outside of Lush, maybe, right? These niggas is hamsters. They ain't never been nowhere. They wasn't around. They wasn't around back then. They can't have these conversations.
Mhm.
You can't have some of these conversations with me.
Then why am I right?
Because you were a fucking fan.
Yeah.
You
and that's
wasn't-
why I know so much more
you
about this
wasn't-
than you.
Listen, I was dealing with these people personally.
But that doesn't make you an expert in the actual music.
Hey, bro, there's so much shit went on that you niggas have no idea. It's crazy. But I'm gonna let you run your play. That was Top Dog from TDE. He got one of the probably the
And you
biggest.
can keep him on the line long enough to
He got the
actually ask
biggest-
him the question.
That's my G.
Nor would he even probably really know the answer.
He did do an answer. He told you.
The Max B versus
You're
Pat Booth
telling- no, no.
conversation in 2008
We
is
didn't
one
ask him
that
about that. I
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
ask
really
him.
expect him to,
I wouldn't ask him
to
about
care
that.
or know.
But you were saying who I was and what in New York.
No, you could have been around. You're just wrong
You
about
wasn't
the
around.
calendar.
You didn't
No, I was.
exist.
I actually was. I
You
lived
was
there.
non-existent.
I lived there that entire time.
You were non-existent though.
No, but I lived there.
You were
and I was
non-existent.
buying the mixtapes as they came out,
bro.
whereas you just kind of like heard about these
I sat there
rappers.
and
and
watched my brother get hit with the first lawsuit
You never
behind the
listened to them.
mixtapes.
You never listened to these guys.
What are you talking about, bro? Nigga, you
You can't even name Papoose songs.
I can name 5 Papoose mixtapes and 100 songs.
Do it.
But it's no need for me to do it because you a white boy that's asking a stupid ass question.
Okay, Wack. You're gonna have to hold this L. L's up for my hitters.
Hey, bro.
R.I.P. Wack in the
The
chat.
Top Dog call killed you.
No, it didn't.
You wasn't.
Nobody
But
was.
Top
convinced by
Dog
that.
did tell you.
You hung up immediately
Wack
because you knew you
handed
were
me
wrong.
because I'm not going to keep a man of that statue that is my G homie on that line.
You could have asked
like
him
that.
one question.
I'm not, nah.
But
nigga,
as
get the fuck outta here.
specified, he probably
There's no
wouldn't
jumper, my
necessarily
nigga. That
know.
ain't worthy of Top Dog. Fuck out of here, bro. That's just my homeboy. He picked the phone up.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is you wasn't around.
No, I was way more than you. Shout out to everybody who watched this. Smash the like button. Adam and Wack Show. Become a member of the Wack Pack down below by becoming a member. And we'll see you guys next week.
And follow Papoose.
Even emerged on the Adam and Wack Show.
Last time I was at some
When it's time to get dope, I take off. Before the feds get the dope, I take off.
Now, not only does it seem like Wack is feeling some type of way because people didn't jump on the Max B paperwork the way that he thought they would. Like, you know, when people came home previously and Wack would come out with paperwork or alleged proof that these individuals cooperated, a lot of times it would be a reaction and people would talk about it. But I think since like the Pooh Shiesty situation, the tables have kind of turned on the paperwork and exposing. Like, people are really tired of paperwork being exposed by Wack 100. I don't think that it's necessarily like people are over the entire, like, let's read the paperwork, see what the individual said. But a lot of it is like they're tired of Wack being the one presenting this paperwork, especially when a lot of the things that he's posting or a lot of things that he's bringing to the people is in question, like the baby shooter situation. But with this Max B situation, I think it's two-sided. Some people think that what Max B did was cooperating, snitching. Other people feel like it wasn't. Now, regardless of that, not only is Wack trying to say that Max B is a rat, but even though Wack 100 has admitted that he doesn't know anything about Max B back when he was doing music, he wants to try to downplay Max B's career back in 2008 and 2009 as well. Now, for somebody who doesn't know anything about an individual who said they weren't familiar with the individual, the only thing that he possibly could do is look up stuff online about Max B or maybe ask some people questions. But Adam 22, somebody who's from the East Coast, would actually challenge Wack 100 on a lot of the things he's been saying about Max B.
Hey, listen, bro. I'm not here to debate with the civilians. I'm not here to debate with those. I have nothing against Max B. I don't know Max B. I've been laying low out of respect to French Montana, just keeping it gangster because I could have been lit the fire. You bring it up, so we're going to talk about it. So, you know, he's out. I see my man French with him, you know, so I wasn't in no hurry to trip. My whole thing is he don't mention me. I wasn't going to mention him out of respect to French.
I mean, I have seen you play favorites, but I wouldn't say that you do that most of the time.
I don't play favorites. I'm going to tell you what it is.
But there's definitely been people who have been accused of shit where you're kind of like,
Well, no,
I don't want to talk about that.
I don't. at the end of the day, with teachers on, ain't nobody gonna do nothing. It's just content.
Now, the craziest part about this is Wack repeatedly admitting that he has never listened to Max B's music, and quite frankly, he really don't know shit about Max B besides what was in this paperwork. So I felt like this was the perfect time for somebody to call him out on it, and it just happened to be Adam.
You ever listen to Max B?
I don't know nothing about him. I ain't never heard his music. He's 47 years old. Times have changed. I do know he wasn't shit. He wasn't mainstream before he left. So
He had some big songs though.
He was bullshit. Big How.
Ballin'. I know it's a Jim Jones song, but he was like the fucking person writing all this shit.
Is he got credit? Is his credits?
I'm not 100% sure, but
If his
yeah, I
credits
mean, he
on
never
that,
made
I'm
it to like a super crazy mainstream level.
listen,
but
Now, Wack has been in the music industry for a long time, and he also understands that people have produced songs. People have been in the lab making beats for people like Dr. Dre, P. Diddy, and others. People have actually been behind the scenes helping create or curate songs writing, such as Diddy songs or songs for Dr. Dre again, or even songs for Drake that didn't receive credits on the album. And we know that those people actually ended up taking individuals to court over these situations. So if Wack really knew the backstory behind the Max B and Jim Jones feud, he will actually understand that part of the reason why these two are into it is because he didn't receive credit for the works that he did for Jim Jones. But let Adam catch this fade real quick.
I can testify as a person who was in New York at that time that he was by far the hottest thing coming out of New York post, 50 and Cam and shit like that.
No.
He had the streets on fire. I lived there. You were already in the old folks home by that
He
point.
wasn't. No, first of all, out of here. Me and K Slay, that dude left in 09.
If K Slay was here, he would testify to this as well.
No, he wouldn't, because you got Papoose, you got Troy Aves.
Papoose was so far before this.
Are you dumb or something?
I ain't never seen nobody trying to be right so bad in my life, man. When you wrong, you wrong. You can just do a simple Google and find out if Max B was hotter than the people that Wack 100 just named. Like, I mean, anybody with any like knowledge of what was going on in hip hop at that particular time knows, for one, there wasn't a lot of mainstream people doing a lot of shit. Most of the people that people were listening to, like the streets was listening to, was mixtapes. Yes, there were artists, rappers who were charting. There were rappers who were doing stuff with major labels. But as far as the streets go and what people was listening to, what the culture was listening to, we was listening to the mixtapes. And the person at that particular time that was running it up, not only on the mixtapes, but as well as the DVDs, was Max B.
Papoose signed his deal after his,
Hey, bro,
his
you can't
original
tell me
hype
nothing
had
about
already been a
Papoose.
few years old.
I'm not like you. These are people I know. I've been in their homes. Motherfucker, we worked in studios. I brought them out here. They come out here to my parties. You can't, me and Slays like this. He was signed a street sweeper.
So now the new bar is set. If you know somebody and you was around them at a particular time, that means that when you actually say that they were more successful or another person wasn't as big as them, basically you're right, because you know this person because they came to your parties, you was around them in the studio or whatever, not because of what was going on in the streets or not because of what you know about both individuals. Because let's remember, you're saying that you don't even know or didn't even know anything about Max B, but then at the same time, your argument is that Papoose was bigger than Max B at the time.
2004 is when Alphabetical Slaughter was released by Papoose,
Yeah,
which
but
was his first.
he didn't get it. He didn't have his deal yet.
And no, and he signed his deal a couple years later. But by that point, I'm gonna be honest with you, the hype had worn off.
Are you stupid? The nigga was in a full-fledged war with Uncle Murder.
Yeah, but
06,
he
07,
didn't
08.
really exactly have the streets on fire as a result of beefing with
you
Uncle
dumb?
Murder. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's okay.
You dumb.
You
as
weren't
fuck.
around.
Who
I'm
wasn't
just
around?
letting you know, as a
Nigga,
person
you
who
the-
was in New
You
York
the
at the
goofy
time.
ass white boy who
You
wasn't
were
around.
all the way on the other side of the country driving trucks and fucking Ray J.
Nigga, you better Google Bridging the Gap. Huh?
You was not around. You were all the way in Pacoima driving trucks.
Adam told that man he was all the way in Pacoima driving trucks. He brought up that situation between Papoose and Uncle Murder. I don't know, man. Like, I can't even really, I vaguely remember that beef. But we gotta be honest with ourselves. Like, y'all know this, like, Wack is like feeling some type of way about this situation. And to me, it all goes back to people not really feeling the whole entire, I expose this person. We got paperwork on them. We ran this content 18 months ago on the 100 side of Clubhouse and all that. So now it's to the point where he don't even want to get a man credit for what he actually did in the music industry. But still, again, I'm going to go back to what I originally said. I've said it 2 times during this video. Wack stated and has repeatedly admitted he didn't know anything about Max B back then. Wack don't know Max B. Wack, the only Max B that Wack know is Pooh Sims reaching out to him and running some paperwork on Max B. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, look, yeah, a bunch of records.
Nigga,
I gotta have it.
nothing-
Sexy Love. Why you?
nothing went.
There's complex articles about all the
Nothing
biggest
went
Max B songs.
mainstream.
No,
Nothing.
okay.
He charted something.
What Wack 100 is failing to realize, and like when Wack says he don't know Max B or know anything about Max B, I believe it because I can tell by the stuff that he's saying right now. Like the shit he's saying right now really like don't make sense. At the end of the day, no, he didn't have any mainstream songs. You want to know why? Because he has signed a deal with Bird Gang with Jim Jones. When him and Jim Jones fell out, he tried to go sign another deal with somebody else. He actually did sign a 3-album deal with somebody else. But Jim Jones' legal team intervened and stopped him from releasing anything commercially. So he wasn't able to put anything out on the radio or on the mainstream. The crazy part about it, Jim Jones' legal team was still fighting Max B's label from releasing stuff for him even after Max B was already incarcerated.
You weren't there.
You were nobody. You was a BMX
I was in New
nigga.
York buying the mixtape
Exactly,
as they
buying.
came out.
Nigga, we
You
was in the
telling me about
studio.
this is like
We
me
was
trying
in
to
the
tell you
studio
about the history
cooking.
of LA rap.
You from New Hampshire, white boy.
And I was living in New York for
What you
8
talking
years
about,
at this
nigga?
point.
You couldn't even check in the W. You was broke up.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm gonna tell you like
What
I
does
tell
that have
Act.
to do with anything?
Let me
you
tell you,
hard.
you niggas wasn't around in
You
this
weren't.
game.
You were on the other side of the country.
No, dummy, I was there. I could call Top Dog right now at TDE and he gonna tell you, whack ass damn near stayed in New York. You're dumb as fuck. Stupid as a motherfucker. You can't
you
fuck
sound
with me.
so.
The only motherfucker that got any leverage with that with me is Vlad. The rest of you niggas wasn't around, didn't have a voice. You was sidelined at home, waiting for an
Look at what
article
the
to
AI
come out.
says. In 2008, Max B was arguably the hotter rapper with significant street buzz, ghostwriting credits on major tracks, while Papoose was primarily an underground mixtape artist struggling with major label release issues. This is what anybody who
bro,
was actually a fan of this music
me
at
say
that time could tell you, but you have no idea because you were on the West Coast and you have no clue.
What was the major label release issues?
Every person out there who was paying attention to this music during this time period knows that you're wrong, and seeing you be so loudly wrong is proof that you're wrong about a lot of other things
What I'm telling you
too.
is this, bro. You were a fucking nobody.
No, I know.
You wasn't
I
in the
know
mix.
everything about this
You
time
wasn't
period in
in the
hip hop.
mix.
Yes, I was.
No, you wasn't.
You weren't listening
Adam
to this
22
music.
was a
You
nobody
weren't on the
in the
internet
early
talking
2000s,
about
huh?
this music every single day.
You could go find
Guess
me.
who was?
Put
I
in Wack
was.
100 Shade 45.
You're just
I was on
guessing.
the radio back then,
Nobody gives a
dummy.
fuck. You were hanging on the radio station.
Ain't no hanging.
You're getting every detail of Papoose' career wrong because you have no clue what you're talking about.
Man, it's been a bad couple of weeks for Wack 100, man. I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, he just got cooked by Adam. And if y'all can go watch the entire, like, back and forth between them, I'm pretty sure Adam gonna cut it up. Well, y'all can watch it without my reaction, without my commentary, and give y'all's own opinion about what it was and what it wasn't. At the end of the day, man, I don't even think we would be having this conversation had Wack yet again not got into a paperwork dispute with individuals over Max B. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I know Wack says a lot of times, well, they brought the paperwork to me. I wasn't asking for it. It was brought to me. Cool. A lot of stuff is brought to me. It's been things that was brought to me about Wack that I have not done videos on because I choose not to. I choose to do content on Wack over content that he puts out. I necessarily ain't trying to dig back into the history of Wack because it's enough of my counterparts on YouTube doing that. So I'm gonna bring y'all a different angle of what I want to critique and what I want to do commentary on, right? And what I want to get my criticism on. And in this particular situation, I just gotta be honest, man. I don't think Wack would be going this hard about Max B's musical career if people were just rejoicing in the fact that, oh, Wack exposed Max B. He's a rat. He's this and that, because that would be the conversation. But since that's not the conversation, now it's like, okay, every time Wack is going to talk about Max B now, it's going to be what he didn't do in music. And he's totally wrong, man. Totally wrong. Y'all go do y'all's own research on this. All of y'all can go on YouTube and just Google Max B's name and just watch some of the content, some of the videos on it, and see what Max B was actually doing back in 07, 08, 09, when he was with Dipset, when he was with French Montana, before he got locked up. Go peep what he was doing for real, for real. Like, I ain't no bullshit. All bullshit aside, like, I ain't a nut hugger. I ain't about to be trying to prop Max B up on a pedestal that he don't need to be propped up on. But when it comes to that rap shit back then, during the time when Max B was running around in the 745 with big dumb bottles of champagne, drunk damn near every day, the man had the streets on lock when it comes to rap. I don't care if it was underground or not. He was hotter than Papoose at that particular time. And, you know, Adam got Wack 100 dancing in his seat, mad, blood vessels popping out his neck. He didn't call Top Dog. He asking his baby girl, remember somebody took it. He got everybody else trying to vouch for. Nah, it don't matter what you say. And I'm with Adam. K Slade could actually attest to Max B's impact in hip hop in New York. And bottom line is, if Wack 100 repeatedly is saying that he didn't know who Max B was prior to all of this information that he brought out after Max B was already locked up, he's not qualified to have a conversation about who was hotter than Max B. Get in the comment section, though. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. Y'all already know what it is. Ruler.
All right, man. What y'all think, man? Let me know in the comments what y'all think. If you think Adam was correct, Max B was bigger than Papoose in 2008 through 10, or you think that Papoose was bigger than Max B at that time, or you just think that Wack just is being biased because of him not liking Max B because of the allegations. You think that was just a content play? You think they really got into it? But yeah, man, let me know in the comments, man. We gone. Follow me on Kick, follow me on Twitch, Discord. Like the video. We out.